So I am still reading Gynecology by Mary Daly, and I just started the chapter called European Witch Burnings, Purifying the Body of Christ. And I want to read a bit of what just jumped out at me and then my thoughts on how it applies today. Okay, so they're talking about, Mary Daly is talking about, what is his name? Jean Bodin, a 16th century jurist, magistrate, political theorist, etc. Anyway, she's talking about him, Bodin, and she writes, Bodin knew that ordinary rules would not suffice for accusation and punishment, for clearly the intent was to break down and destroy strong women, to dismember and kill the goddess, the divine spark of being in women. The intent was to purify society of the existence and of the potential existence of such women. The purpose, as Bodin expressed it, was to strike awe into some by the punishment of others, to preserve some from being infected by others, to diminish the number of evildoers, to make secure the life of the well-disposed. Bodin even enumerated 15 filthy crimes of which every witch was guilty, and argued that in default of proof, presumption should suffice for the sentencing of witches to death. He actually demanded death at the stake not only for witches, but for all who do not believe every grotesque detail of the new demonology. This is a truly purifying doctrine, and one that was enthusiastically carried out by professional men, priests, theologians, lawyers, physicians, and the thousands of thugs who carried out their holy orders. Let's apply that to 2020 and the trans cult. I can't believe how exactly it reflects the trans cult today when it comes to radical feminist women refusing to believe or say that men are women or men can become women. In regards to the witch hunting, they literally say, to strike awe into some by the punishment of others, to preserve some from being infected by others. So to strike awe into some by the punishment of others, we see the ways in which women are completely destroyed in the public sphere for their beliefs. It just happened to Kathleen Lowry, a professor at the University of Alberta, just last week. Obviously, it happened to Megan Murphy and Posey Parker and Julia Long and Kara Dansky, like all of the, quote unquote, big name radical women who really, really put their work out there. That's happened to all of them. To preserve some from being infected by others. Translation to 2020, OP is a terf. Blockchains. To diminish the number of evildoers, right? If you terrify us into silence, then there you go. To make secure the life of the well-disposed. So to prioritize men and their bullshit, their fetishistic, disgusting bullshit. It's just crazy to me how this stuff was written in, I don't know, let's see, 15 or 1600s at least. 16th century was Jean Bodin, 16th century. This was written in the 16th century, and now in the 21st, it completely applies today still. Exact same policy, just different issue. Then it was witch burning, now it's terfs.